Agradecemos sua atenção.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's a shade optimistic. And he can clear it away. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Puskás. A probing pass. And he's gone looking for safety. Chance here to counter. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. Cruyff. And reclaimed it in a trice. Scholes. Tries to pass it through. Scholes looking to run onto it. He's got tall. Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Pelé! Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's going to go a long way. He's found a way through. And he shoots! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. Cruyff. And it's Bellingham. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bernardo Silva engages and forces him off the ball. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. Played into space. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos. And here's Bernardo Silva. Aubameyang. Cruyff. Pele. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Pirlo. Pele. Can he get on the end of this? Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Caceres. Bernardo Silva. And it's Caceres. Now then, the ball's come loose. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Pele! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Always onto this. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in a good position. It shapes to shoot! They've scored! Deep into injury time! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that's it. Botafogo did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Botafogo just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at.
Big chance! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
BOTAFOGO are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Serginho. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri, there he goes, motoring forward. Passing nice and neat. Oh, cracking ball. Modric. Puskás. Hazard. Oh, this is a terrific run. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Serginho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Modric. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's Fernandes. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Beckenbauer goes sliding in.
BOTAFOGO really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nice looking ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now, can they get him away? That's the keeper's ball. Rodri. Prachuap are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
He's picked his way through. Serginho, it's a good look. Up he goes! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Puskás. Pelé, not the most accurate pass. Hazard. That's good running with the ball. Modric. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Now that is a hefty challenge. He's had it. That's another chance. He has done it. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Modric. And it's Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Rodri. He's looking wide. That has been cut short. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Prachuap are down to 10 men. Roberto Carlos. Looking to play him in. This might stand a chance! He scored! And they get themselves in front! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He is through here. That has not gone well. Zirkzee. And it's half-time here. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the action is back underway.
BOTAFOGO can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's a searching pass. And that is out of play. Fernandez. To Hazard. Good ball over the top. Zixi is onto this. That is a crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Puskás. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And this is Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's been shifted off it. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Now it's Zirkzee. Serginho looking to get on the end of this. Serginho, and here's Zirkzee. Zixi running with the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
The attendance for this
that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
He's had a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Roberto Carlos. Tries from distance. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Jimenez. Fernandez. Jimenez. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. Hazard. Zirkzee has found the net here, of course. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Hazard. Zirkzee. Carvajal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Now that's well seen too. In with the challenge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pirlo does well to stand firm and defend it. He's being urged to shoot. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zipse. Fernandez. Pele. Azar. And no, he's seen through all of that. Modric. A probing pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Fernandez. And it's Azar. Serginho. Pirlo. BOTAFOGO have got it back and they'll have another go. Puskás with the cross. Danger averted for now. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Please make sure to
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
BOTAFOGO desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Diaz gets a good foot in there. Can he get it through? Tries to pass it through.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
It's a goal kick. Hakimi. Rafinha. Hakimi looking for the run. Yamal finds himself unceremoniously floored. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Cruyff. And that's gone loose. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Oh, some tackle that. Howson with a definite foul there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, a very decent attempt. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Quarter of an hour played. It's a promising position. And the shot! Goal! Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rafinha. Now it's Pele. Great vision. Always onto this. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Oh, shooting chance! Tries to think it through. BOTAFOGO are looking to go forward now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. There's a sharp little ball here. He's on it, can he get away? There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Koeman too strong for his opponent there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. This looks promising.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he is going into that little black book. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the through ball. That is good strength. Yamal. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cruyff. Driving forward. And that's been intercepted. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he can clear it away. Rafinha. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, that's well spotted. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And that's the second half started. No, that was never going to make it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pele. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Just off target.
Pirlo was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Carvajal spots it and intercepts. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Puskás, and this is Pele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Now it's Yamal. Crosses it in. He's cut it out. Cruyff. Now it's Pele. Nicely weighted ball. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Carvajal. Puskás receives it in a wide position. He gets big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substituição em andamento.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's picked his way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Puskás. Cruyff goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! BOTAFOGO! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth with it.
Camisa 10.
BOTAFOGO go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Neymar. Camera. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Rafinha. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Can he finish? Goal! They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Hakimi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Picked shapes to shoot! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two.
And a chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Pirlo with the short one. And here's Pirlo, cross to the back post. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Nico Williams clears. And they've got a throw. Now it's Pelé. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. BOTAFOGO illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, they do say all roads lead to Rome, and perhaps it's also true to add that all Roman roads lead to the Olimpico. This gargantuan amphitheatre rarely fails to deliver, certainly when it comes to providing sporting entertainment of the highest order. The action has already started.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
Dembele has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come, although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And this is Pele. That is a great pick out. And he's on his way. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Stoichkov really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Pele. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Zico is standing over this one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Dembele! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Cruyff. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Pele, and it's Dembele. That looks a good ball through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked...
And he's had a hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Zico. Beckenbauer proves too strong. That has ended up in no man's land. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He's picked his way through. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No way through. Lovely, now then. Dembele is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Great vision. Now the ball in. And the ball is out of play. Half an hour played now. Zico. Now it's Hullet. Serginho. Stoichkov. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through.
Stoichkov made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
shooting chance! Chance, surely! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence. Angola really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
And it's Hullet.
BOTAFOGO have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Serginho. He's looking wide. It's run loose here, and he's picked out the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gerrard. Out to the left it goes. Decent progress down the left. Cruyff. He stands tall and strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked it up out wide. Pinches it off him. This possibly the last play of the half. Zico with the short one. Now the cross. Good read, needed to be. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
BOTAFOGO really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then. So the first half brought no goals. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Cruyff quietly revving up. It's a good spell of possession, this. Zico. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good alertness. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Gerrard has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Serginho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Pelé. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. And he shoots! It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gerrard. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Pelé. Almost an hour gone. Dembele receives it in a wide position. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Serginho.
Such good technique.
And he's managed to get free. Stoichkov. Pelé. Just Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff. Gullit was in no mood for any of that. Pirlo. Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there. Stoichkov. Stoichkov stood his ground strongly.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Carvajal. Oh, they could be caught out here. He has found the way through. Played in deep. He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Puyol gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous.
BOTAFOGO really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's been shifted off it. Pelé. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Stoichkov. Tries to play it through. It's a good ball out wide. Back into the middle. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's a great ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Pelé has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
All hands on deck for this one. Zico plays it short. And here's Zico. Takes a shot. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Serginho. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. He could be in here. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
BOTAFOGO can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And that gets things running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive.
He's had a shot! Against the crossbar! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. BOTAFOGO presented with a golden opportunity here. To open the scoring. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to play it through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Greenwood, showing great feet there. No way through. Serginho. It's Cruyff. So just a one early goal. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cannavaro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Now he's off and running. Right card makes the interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Pass somewhat off target. And he's been shifted off it. Opts for safety. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Puskas. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Greenwood. Koeman was in no mood for any of that. And he's let fly! Oh, that is rather wayward.
BOTAFOGO really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Greenwood. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rafinha, chance surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi! And he's there to clear it. BOTAFOGO have the chance to go the other way. Nice looking ball. Big chance, must be! Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Lewandowski. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
He's having a shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he welcomes it in. Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's gone forward. Now it's Lewandowski in with the challenge. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. He was under real pressure there. It's Pele! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And Dijk attempts a clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Looking to play him in. He won't be happy with that one.
Such good technique.
Aims beyond the defence. Greenwood! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Pirlo. He's in a great position here. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he thumps it clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
BOTAFOGO are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Puskás. Koeman spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Nicked it back, it's Pele! And what a be quick to recover. Applies the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 2 then. Pirlo with the short one. Cross needs to be good. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Pele conjures time and space where few can. Pirlo. And this is Pele! BOTAFOGO finding their passes. Roberto Carlos. Oh, well played, well played. And the counter is on. Pirlo does really well to win the ball there. Oh, easy pickings there. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Lewandowski. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all...
Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Rafinha. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's cut it out. Cruyff. That has not gone well. Great vision. Tries to pass it through. And Pele is on. Pele! In he goes again. Goal! BOTAFOGO! And they're back in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
BOTAFOGO go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Not the most accurate pass. And this is Lewandowski.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the ball is out of play. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. He's got away, and that's gone loose. Shot could be on. Puskás unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Just eases him off the ball. Ricky Puig. Greenwood receives it in a good position here. Messi. Rafinha. And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Puskás. BOTAFOGO close now to seeing this one through to the end. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes down, but nothing given.
BOTAFOGO really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for the run.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Messi's cross. He rises! And a terrific save from the keeper. That's that, the end. BOTAFOGO pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos.